Can't touch it.
Shady, Eagles all-time rushing leader. If you serious, then I need your most serious take.
Let's get it.
If you serious, then be serious.
I got a
Go ahead.
major issue with this.
Ooh.
How in the world that you make the Philadelphia Eagles with the best record in football, the Philadelphia Eagles with the favorite MVP, Jalen Hurts, how are we underdogs at home? And at home, we beat the Cowboys, who's a really good team.
Yep.
We beat the Dolphins, who's a really good team.
That happened.
We beat the Bills with a lot of talent.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm just confused. You know what? This is why I don't take the gambling thing really serious like that. They get up and they do all these little numbers, they point. They don't really know what's going on. Because anybody in their right mind is going to take the Philadelphia Eagles on the money line to win that game. Come to Philadelphia, to the link, and with DeSean Jackson, the best deep threat we've ever seen in history,
D-Jack.
retired as a Philadelphia Eagle.
It's going to be hype.
There's going to be so many fans for the game. There's going to be so many fans for DeSean Jackson.
Who's gonna be there?
And you think that they going to beat us? Let me tell you who's going to be there, Joy.
gonna be there?
Who's gonna be there?
Who's going to be there?
I hate to do this.
Do it. What you got to do?
Will Smith going to be there.
Who else going to be there?
Kevin Hart going to be
Who gonna be there? Who gonna be
there.
there?
Old school Beanie Siegel going to be
Who gonna be
there.
there?
Wait a minute, that was finished. Mills going to be there.
He got to be there.
Shady McCoy.
Shady gonna be there.
Ashton, William, Jackson, DeSean is going to be there. And everything, hold up. Little Uzi going to be there. And I heard we are adopting Cardi B. She going to be there. And y'all think we going to lose to the Niners? Man, listen.
That's what they saying.
Listen.
That's what they saying.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Here is what I know. I don't know this about Shady's house. I don't know this about Joy's house. I don't know this about James' house. But I know this about the house. The house always wins. So if Vegas is saying that the Eagles should be an underdog, then the Eagles should be a underdog. Because the house, not your house at home, no disrespect to your house wherever you might be watching this show, maybe in a cubicle somewhere, maybe on your cell phone at work. But the house, Shady, it always wins. I don't think the Eagles are being disrespected. I don't. Because I think Vegas and people are looking at the game tape.
Okay.
Ooh. And they're looking at the game tape, and based upon the game tape, they are saying that the Niners are a better football team. Now, the Eagles always find a way to win. Outside of me riding for Fred Warner, bang, bang, you already know what it is, I would have to pick the Eagles. But I love the way the Niners play that game of football defensively. Eagles aren't being disrespected. They're not, Joy. They're not shady. They're not at all. What people are simply doing is saying, though the Eagles win, like Jason Kelsey said after week 4, they don't always play winning football. And eventually that comes to an end. You can win and play losing football. And you can lose and play winning football. And the Eagles always win, but it doesn't always look like winning football. Vegas is simply saying that stops Sunday on Fox. And I'm not mad at Vegas because the house always wins, Joy Taylor.
Well, they don't build all of those casinos with all of those perks and those beautiful spas and all those beautiful tables and the pools and have, you know, the lovely drinks being passed around on winners, do they? That's not how they get that money.
How to get that cash.
I would tend to agree with you, but it's not just that they're underdogs, they're significant underdogs because you should get 3 points at home.
Talk about it.
That's what they say.
Talk about it.
This is not a push.
Talk about it.
So they're really saying, you're not 3 points worse, you 5.5 points worse
Yeah, do the math.
than the Niners.
Do the math.
So when we're talking
math.
about
I'm sorry, Shady. I'm
disrespect,
sorry, Shady.
we're not talking about
I'm sorry.
one,
It's not your
not
fault.
2, not 3,
fault.
not 4, not
Sorry,
5,
big dog.
and a half points worse than the Niners. That's what Vegas is saying.
That's what Vegas said. I didn't say it.
I certainly didn't say it because I do think it's disrespectful. I think that's a very hard place to play. I think the Niners are a great team, but the Eagles have been the best team throughout the season. They've been the most consistent team throughout the entire season.
Very true.
And while I don't think that the Niners are far off talent-wise, and I noticed that you only mentioned defensively. You love how the Niners play defensively. Correct. I noticed that you didn't say the other side of the ball. That part wasn't mentioned. I think this is going to be an incredible matchup. I do think that it is disrespectful. Eagles fans should feel disrespected. The Eagles organization should feel disrespected, and I think that they will make that very well known as Shady, very eloquently outlined to start the show, because this is going to be a very hostile environment.
No doubt.
And the fact that this level of disrespect in the point spread has been announced and we are acknowledging it and furthering it is only going to add to that narrative. So this is going to be a very hard place to play this Sunday. It's going to be a very tough battle. I don't think that the Eagles are 5.5 points worse than the Niners. Might even sprinkle a little something on that a little spread there. Feel that good about it.
We got money on it, right?
We do.
That's right. Don't forget now.
But you have it on it straight up.
Straight up.
We're talking about the spread here.
Points.
That's a very different situation. Oh, you're not getting points?
No, straight up. Straight up.
Okay.
And listen, if you're a Niner fan, I'm being honest, man. Don't wear that jersey.
Don't wear that jersey, huh?
This Philadelphia's different.
Yeah, this gonna be good.
This ain't San Francisco. This ain't
This ain't Levi Stadium?
This ain't Oakland. Green Bay.
Oakland now.
Yeah, leave out of it.
You wear that jersey out there?
Philly a little different.
You might not leave with it on. Just letting y'all know.
They're gonna take it off.
That Coliseum was something else too, though. But it's one thing that I know. All right.
That big dog.
Number one, if I was putting on that Eagles jersey, I feel disrespected.
Absolutely.
It's one thing, right? Well, it's a couple things that football players, right, really, really value.
What's that big dog?
Number one, a lot of us care about the money, right? You're
doubt.
trying to make that money.
I need that moolah.
But beyond all that, R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yes, I need my respect.
I need my respect. That is why you play the game. When you tote it, you trying to let the world know that Shady the best running back to do this thing.
Talk about it.
You want your respect.
Talk about it.
So right now, if I'm in that Eagles locker room, I feel disrespect.
Absolutely.
Right? Nick Sirianni, all this should be, everywhere you walk should be. That should be up there. Yeah, you 3-point underdogs. That should be
At home.
Everywhere you see, you walking into the film room, you walking into the team meeting room, the weight room, you're always going to see that. They disrespecting us. Now I sit up here. And
Get to the good stuff.
And I'm watching the tape
Get
like
to the good
Vegas.
stuff, James. Get to the good
I am
stuff.
watching the tape like Vegas, and I'm saying the Niners are playing better football than the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
When you talk about from top to bottom, offensively, defensively, special teams, they are playing better football. Going into this game, who knows what's going to happen, because it's going to be a really good football game.
knows? Yeah.
But
Who knows?
if you got a bet on it and you Vegas and you watching this game, the Niners are clearly playing better football than the Philadelphia Eagles. Even though the Philadelphia Eagles are finding ways to win, when you turn the tape on, you have more confidence in the Niners winning this game than you do Philly winning this game, strictly because of how they played. That's why Vegas said 3-point, and Joy said it probably, it really mean 5 points because of the tape, the way the tape looks, Shady.
And I respect that take. I can honestly respect that. And I guess Vegas is looking at this game and the tape, like you guys, like you two watched it, right? You skip over the other bad games, look at all the good games. So I get it, it's cool. So if Vegas does that, that's fine. We can't wait though, right? Because one thing about Philadelphia is we love the disrespect. Let's take you back in memory lane. Memory lane, Jones kept wearing that dog mask. What was he wearing that for?
Underdogs.
You underdogs again?
Underdogs.
Not just for that Super Bowl run. No. For the whole run.
Yeah.
Not just the game, the whole run. Every time we play underdog. Cool.
Underdogs.
So we like that, Acho. We like to feel like that.
That is true.
Because when we're underdogs, we come out on top.
Facts.
We're going to find out again.
Shady is not wrong at all. Shady personalized it for a second, because I knew a lot of people on that Eagles 2017 Super Bowl roster. You knew a lot of people on that Eagles 2017 roster. Now, in large part, they were underdogs because Nick Foles was the starting quarterback instead of Carson Wentz. The Eagles took it personally. Not only was Nick Foles the starting quarterback, Jason Peters was hurt. Darren Sproles was hurt. Starting linebacker Jordan Hicks was hurt. Special teams All-Pro Chris Marigos was hurt. But the Eagles, with the chip on their shoulder, led by Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, all of those players are still on the current roster, won a Super Bowl. How personally do you think those players, your former teammates, my former teammates, those 10-year vets in that locker room are taking?
And one thing is to speak on the players that I actually physically know, right? Like, I spent time together.
No doubt.
But the funny thing is, our leader, that's who he is. He's all big chip. Oh, you counting me out in college? Cool, I'm going to show you.
No doubt.
Oh, you draft me, you didn't want me? Oh, people didn't? Cool, I'm going to show you. That's who he is. Even this year, in his second year of really being dominant.
You preaching.
People still doubting him. So when you ask me about being an underdog, that's cool. We like that. Because our leader comes from that. Right? It's what's that movie with Batman? He said, remember Batman in Bang? He was fighting Bang, right? And then he took the lights off.
I was born in the dark.
He said, oh, okay, cool. I was born in the darkness. Dark Man Rises. So knowing all that, I love it. Just because of where we come from. And another thing before I let anybody else go on this mic. Good. We keep forgetting what really happened when we played each other. Because we did play each other.
What happened?
That did happen.
What happened?
It didn't happen in the regular season. You hate the regular season game. It don't really matter in the regular season, right? It's the postseason for you. We see these was the postseason.
Championship
all
game.
the big bad wolves and all the bullies, Trent Woods, all these all them dudes. And what did we do? Not only did we beat them,
what happened?
We beat them down.
Beat them down.
Not only did we beat them down, we knocked their quarterback out.
Knocked them out.
No. We knocked one of them out.
And then what?
Then we got another one, knocked him out. Yeah. So when y'all want to talk about these Niners, that's cool. And I love what you're saying about Vegas and how you feel and all the tape you watching. Just remember, though, when Brock Purdy, when they was loving him up and all that, he was so good and so talented. When they came to Philadelphia, they left injured.
People's elbow.
Yeah, they couldn't even play no more.
Couldn't play.
Coach, I'm done.
I'm done.
Is Brock going back in? No, he's not going back in.
Done.
Is his backup? No, he's not going back in. Who will play quarterback? We beat him and we took all their quarterbacks. So Hassan Reddick, remember this. Brandon Graham, remember this.
Who else?
Fletcher Cox,
who else?
Please remember this. And we gonna find out.
You know who else remembering this?
Who that is?
The Niners.
Oh, okay.
You know,
they remember getting bullied?
They remember this because they felt like they was that better team and we lost.
They felt like that?
Now we coming back in the link with our quarterback, with everybody healthy, with Debo. It's a little chippy, Shady. They talking. They chirping back and forth.
Okay.
I think the Niners know how big this game is.
We ain't Dallas.
It's a playoff
we
game
not
for
Dallas.
the Niners. The Niners gonna come in here and let them know. This is what would have happened last year.
Joy, let's get to the nuance and the detail of the game. Shady is talking about a great game that the Eagles won, but it was last year. We're talking about this year. Bradbury, he went to the mic, Eagles cornerback. They asked him about what Debo Samuel said. He said, look, last year was last year. They asked Hassan Reddick about that. Last year was last year. Debo Samuel on Kay Adams' show. At the end of his statement, he said, last year was last year. Joy, this year is this year. Sunday is Sunday. Fox is Fox. What can the Niners prove in the game against the Eagles? It's this year, not last year.
Well, I think this game, morally, even if they say last year is last year, we all know, everybody don't forget, we just went over the entire stretch of how important this game means and the respect and the story and the history, and players care about that. I hear you, this year is this year, last year is last year. This year, though, despite all that, the Niners have not been as good of a team, wins and losses, as the Philadelphia Eagles have. So if the Niners want to stay in competition for that bye, if they want to try and take over the top of the NFC, they need this game more than the Eagles do. Because if the Eagles lose this game, they still top dog. That's the gap. So respect and spreads and all that stuff, that's all cute and it's great and it's very exciting for this. But at the end of the day, it's wins and losses.
True.
That's what the measurement is.
True.
You win or you lose. And the Eagles have won more than the Niners have won. So they are in a better position right now. So if the Niners want to prove anything, they can prove that they still are in the running for the top of the NFC.
No doubt about it.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.